The dust rose in soft clouds beneath the hooves of Mara's horse as she crossed the empty stretch of land that once held a town. Only the skeletons of buildings remained now, burned beams, collapsed roofs, and memories too heavy for the wind to carry away. She hadn't returned in 12 years, not since the night everything was taken from her. At the edge of the town stood the old water well. Beside it, someone had placed a fresh bouquet of wildflowers. Mara pulled her horse to a stop, her heart tightening. Only one man still came here with flowers. Eli Turner. Once, he had been the fastest ranch hand in the valley, all quiet smiles and steady hands. Once, he had been the boy who promised her forever beneath a sky full of shooting stars. And once, he had been the man everyone blamed for the fire. She dismounted and walked toward the well. The wood creaked under her fingers. She did not hear his footsteps at first, but she felt his presence the way one feels an approaching storm. "You came back," Eli said behind her. His voice was older now, rough around the edges. Mara turned slowly. Time had carved lines into his face, and silver touched his dark hair, but his eyes were the same, deep and troubled. "I didn't plan to," she said, "but some roads don't let you choose." They stood in silence, the past stretching wide between them. Eli glanced at the flowers. "It's your father's birthday." Her breath caught. "You still remember?" "I remember everything," he said quietly. Anger rose in her chest, familiar and sharp. "Is that why you keep coming? To remember what you destroyed?" His jaw tightened. "I didn't start that fire." "That's what you always said. And it's still the truth." For years, she had carried the image of flames racing through her father's ranch, the screams of horses, the sky burning red. Her father had run back inside to save a trapped hand and never came out. By morning, the town had pointed its finger at Eli, the last man seen near the barn. And she had believed them. Until now. "What changed?" she asked. "Why does your truth matter now?" Eli reached into his coat and pulled out a small, blackened metal object, a pocket watch. The glass was cracked, the edges twisted by heat. "Your father gave me this the day before the fire. He said he'd found something that could ruin powerful men. He was scared, Mara. He trusted me because he thought I'd protect you if anything happened." Her hands trembled as she took the watch. Inside, folded carefully, was a thin, nearly burned paper, ledger numbers, names she recognized now as ruthless land barons. "He was murdered," Eli said. "The fire was just how they hid it." The truth hit her like cold water. All the years of blame, all the anger she had wrapped around herself like armor, built on a lie. Tears blurred her vision. "Why didn't you fight harder to clear your name?" Eli's eyes softened with pain. "Because you looked at me like I was already guilty. And because sometimes the town needs one villain more than it needs the truth." For a long moment, the wind was the only sound between them. "I left because I hated you," she whispered. "And because I couldn't survive if I didn't. I stayed because leaving felt like another kind of death," he replied. She stepped closer, the space between them shrinking with every heartbeat. "All this time, we lost everything for a lie." Eli nodded. "But you're here now." Mara looked at the ruined town, the broken well, the quiet memories. Then she met his eyes. "Maybe we can't rebuild this place," she said, "but we can stop running from it." He offered a small, uncertain smile. "I'd like that." As the sun dipped low and painted the land in gold, two lost souls stood where everything had fallen apart, finally ready not to undo the past, but to forgive it.